I think, but there's also, I think there was like a chocolate Palinka, if that's possible. Anything that you can make into booze.
It's fermented.
And-
There's a fermentation
Yeah.
process, like
And
a
it comes out and it looks like moonshine. It's like moonshine. But it all has a very,
someone
you
said
know,
alcohol from fruit.
alcohol from fruit. It's, yes, Palinka. I believe I'm saying that right.
I thought you were saying. I thought, isn't there a game that's called that's similar sounding, but not from Hungary? Pachenko. Are you familiar with that?
Pachenko.
Yeah.
There,
Is
there it
that
is. I said it correctly. Palinka. Uh, so do you have a Palinka? Does your family have a favorite Palinka? Like, what's your family's favorite one? It'd be my question because I had a lot of them. One night, me and some other members from the film sat at the bar, and we were given a sort of tour of all of the Palinkas. And the next morning, we had a tour of not wanting to get out of our hotel rooms because we were so hungover. Dutch is not a cannibal.
oh, you brought it up last week. I'd never seen anything about that. Now I'm seeing
It's
all of
ever,
these
it's everywhere. But it's
because there was
uh,
something
I,
about bones
yeah.
being
But
in a
the
cave.
thing is I would, it's art, so it belongs to everybody, and I'm not an authority on the character. I'm an authority on what I was aiming at, but I'm not an authority on what it means to people. But I think it's a misreading of the character to suggest that he is a cannibal. It's just not who he is.
But everyone can believe what they wish, of
They
course.
can, yeah, it's entirely they can, but this is literally, I think, of every bit of fan noise or celebration about theories about these characters that I've encountered. The only one that I've encountered that I would say unequivocally I disagree with is he's not a cannibal. um, that it's a misreading of what there is to read about who he is. It's just not. It's incompatible with Dutch. It's just not who he is.
This is
Um,
for David. David, hi. Hi. David said, feel free to write or draw whatever you wish. No, no, that's not what he said. That's the next person. David says to write, Dutch, it's time to dance.
is that
Which,
in the? Is that you never say that in the
yeah,
game?
that's in the cutscene before we dance under the moonlight in the snow. That's canon, baby. uh,
How
that's what
did
I. Yep.
shooting Micah feel?
How, how did
You
it?
know, it felt. I'll tell you. We talked about it, Peter. You'll remember this. For years before we got that scene, we were debating who was going to get to kill Micah
Yeah, yeah.
because we knew, like, what we didn't know. Spoiler? Can we spoil here? Yeah, I guess we spoil.
I don't have a problem with it because
We knew that Micah had to die because he was so effing awful, right? But what we didn't know was, like, even when we shot that scene, I don't know that I really understood I knew it was the last time you were going to see Dutch in Red Dead 2 when he walked away and said, I don't have too much to say anymore. You guys know the line, but the I knew that was the last time you're going to see Dutch, but I don't know that I knew how many years later it was that Micah got to live after Arthur. Like, that still gets me unhappy that Micah got so much life after Arthur passed. Oh, Peter, please say the names when you sign, somebody has said.
didn't I? Yeah, I
I don't
did.
know.
Last one was
I'm just
David.
I just work here, man. It's what I saw it.
I
Uh,
feel like
uh,
if I missed any, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
but
Um,
for years we were talking about who was going to get to kill Micah, and I knew it was going to be me. I thought it was going to be me. And
You did. I feel
whatever.
like you talked about
Yeah,
that to me.
yeah.
You were convinced that it
It had to
had to be you.
be me. I knew it had to be
Yeah.
Dutch. And that's another, as long as, and again, this is up to people to decide for themselves. Like I say, I'm not the authority of what is what, but there are some that believe that Dutch and Micah were together through all those intervening years, and I am not one of them. Dutch heard about Micah's whereabouts, I believe, exactly the same way that Sadie learned about Micah's whereabouts. That's just my
How long
point.
do you think, Ben? Have you ever thought about how long Dutch had been up there on the mountain with Mike, or how long they had been reunited at that point?
I have thought about it. I I I didn't know on the day, so it didn't inform my performance.
Right. Right.
But there are folks come to visit today.
Oh.
Um, so I might have even thought it on the day now that I think about it, because it is there textually that so I think Dutch arrived with
Did
the
you say
money.
sexually? What did you say? Textually. It's there textually. No, I got it.
You know, you try and class a joint up a little bit, and
This is for
this is the thanks you get.
I want to say Veronica with a W. I would I would say pronounced with a V, but I'll say Veronica as well. So there you go. And Veronica says, write something stupid that only Micah would say. And so he says, I never poop.
You think that's something Michael would say?
I feel like he actually said it at some point.
I know.
Where there, you hear it in the camp, and you hear one of the ladies, I can't remember who it is, say off to the side like, "When you gonna poop, Micah?" And Micah says, "I never poop." But it's kind of behind a tent, and you don't really, you could miss it. Most of the things that I come up with, I think were in the game at some point.
Uh, Folks have asked me my favorite Guardians of the Galaxy film. I
Oh.
like the one I'm in. It's my favorite, although I like them all. But with a trilogy like that, I think of it kind of as one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, uh,
Yeah, you were so funny in that with Batista. Great little scene.
that was unbelievable.
I wish they had all the outtakes.
You know, there is a blooper reel. There are some outtakes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I didn't ever know that was something that I needed in my life, but to see myself in a gag reel was
So
really
if I
pretty extraordinary.
search Ben Davis, Dave
If you search
Batista,
Guardians 3 gag reel, there's some
I did say the names Judy. This one I just said, Veronica.